capter leur regard, disséquer chacun de mes gestes. Leurs mots me percent comme des dards. Je dois cacher ceux qui détestent. Mes forces qui prennent pour des failles, ces failles qui pourtant font ma force. Aurais-je la force de leur...
Not a whole lot of people know about this. Actually, not enough people know about this. If you don't know, there's an MMDer on YouTube by the name of AnastasiaP BATIM, or just Anastasia. If you don't know her, you're lucky. If you do, you either worship the ground she walks on, or you know exactly what I'm about to say. Anastasia is one of the worst people I've ever seen on the internet, and I'm about to tell you why. So first, some context. So if you don't know, MMD is a free, I'm gonna emphasize on this, free 3D modeling software that you can download to create animations. With this software, you can create your own style of model, and in this case, the most used style is the TIDA style, spelled TDA. Now, MMD and TIDA have some rules that every MMDer must follow, and I mean everyone. You can't use MMD for commercial use. This means you can't make money off of it. Second, TIDA's most important rule is to not use their models for R18+ content, meaning you're not allowed to animate models in sexual activities or anything implying that of the sort. So why am I explaining this? Anastasia has not only broken these rules, but others as well. Look at the models she mainly uses, which are two of the multiple human models of Bendy the Ink Demon and Boris the Wolf from the game Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, Bendy and the Ink Machine is about a man named Henry, who was invited to his old workshop by his former co-worker Joey Drew, and has to figure out the secrets and mysteries of the ink machine Joey created, while also trying not to be killed by ink monster versions of the characters he created. The two models she uses are by the modeler Sheena Ray, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and they have two rules that are in big bold letters. Do not edit, and do not take parts. What does Anastasia do? She edits them like it's the end of the world, and sometimes it's just disgusting to look at. Like, Boris, what the fuck are you wearing? It's not just Sheena Ray's models either. She's also taken parts from other modelers too. Rest in peace, Stormy Bunny's Cuphead and Mugman models. You don't deserve this. It's even worse with Bendy, and trust me, it's more than just her editing them into different outfits. It's so much worse. The way she presents them is just twisted and so fucked up. They're both so OOC, it's tragic, and I want to cry. Boris is supposed to be this happy-go-lucky boy that we don't want to see get hurt, but according to Anastasia, he's sadistic and abusive. Bendy is supposed to be the big bad demon who refuses to take shit from anyone and is just all around be a badass, but nope, he's feminine to the point where her fans doubt that he's male. I mean, have you seen this outfit? It looks disgusting, and his legs are almost clipping through his shorts and... ugh, it's appalling. There's a difference between gay men and feminine men. Yeah, gay men can be feminine too, but not to this extent. What makes it worse is she romanticizes it, and it's disgusting. There's no love in an abusive and toxic relationship, and it pisses me off. Oh, and for some reason she got her pregnant at one point too. Look, I'm one of the few people to say that I like impreg to an extent. Some aspects of it just turn me off, but I can't approve of it here. You hear that, Anastasia? An impreg lover does not like your impreg bullshit. So how does Anastasia try to break Tita's no sex rule? Just look on her channel, it's all there. The amount of times I've had to see Boris try to fuck Bendy or vice versa is appalling. Even if it's implied, that doesn't make it okay. I won't be showing any of it because it's just disgusting to look at. It's basically pornography at this point, and I don't understand how her fans could think that's okay to post. Oh, and her fans are literal children. Let that sink in for a moment. I mentioned that Anastasia portrays the relationship as abusive and toxic, right? Well, that's all for display too, and it's sickening. You clearly see in the videos that Bendy is in pain and he's not okay with whatever Boris is doing to him. Once again, I won't show it because I don't want to subject myself to looking for it. She also has this unhealthy hatred towards another character in the game, Alice Angel, who is another one of Henry or Joey's creations. I won't go too into spoilers, but what she does is kinda twisted. It's a reason to not like Alice, but in this case, I wouldn't be surprised if Anastasia hated her because she got in the way of the Borendi ship. Speaking of which, let's talk about her username. Because she has the abbreviation for the game in her name, that means she enjoys playing the game, right? Well, you thought wrong. Anastasia actually hates the game and only loves it just for Borendi. I swear to the gods, someone asked her why Bendy wasn't using any of his abilities in the game, and she straight up replies with, "They're in their human form, so they can't use their ink magic unless they're in the ink world." Bitch. It doesn't matter if they're in a human form, they're still a demon and a wolf. Also, ink magic? Really? It's not ink magic, dude. If you looked at the lore of the game, you would know this. What else is there? Oh yeah, have I mentioned there are a few videos where Bendy is portrayed as a minor having sex with Boris, who is portrayed as an adult? That's not just me being sensitive, that's straight up pedophilia. I don't give a shit if the age of consent in Russia is 16. Bendy is still not an adult, and plus most of her fans live in America, where in most states the legal age of consent is 18. Even in the states where it's 16, people consider the legal age 18. Not only is there implied rape and abuse, actual rape and abuse, now we can add pedophilia to that list. Don't even get me started on her rape kink. Have I also mentioned that she's a minor? Yeah, dude, she's still a child, and children should not be making porn, especially if it's illegal to make in their own country. Anastasia lives in Russia, where it's illegal to make pornography, so if the authorities saw this, she would get in serious trouble. That's why we want her to stop before something bad really happens. Anastasia, we don't want you to go to jail. We just want you to understand what you're doing is wrong and you could get into legal trouble over it. Anastasia also created a body pillow of that Boris model, which is illegal to do so by TITA's rules, using models for commercial use, and she's making money off of YouTube, which is something you are not allowed to do when using MMD. You cannot make revenue off of those videos. Unless you get permission from the creator of MMD himself, which I'm sure she didn't, you're not allowed to do so. Now, you might think Anastasia doesn't know that what she's doing is illegal. Actually, she does. She just doesn't care because she likes porn. I cannot stress this enough, but Anastasia, please stop this. For God's sake, you're a teenager. Grow up and stop being immature. Anastasia also asks her fans for donations. Now, that's not really a bad thing to do if you're in a tough spot, but she says she needs money to continue making MMD videos. Remember when I said MMD was a free software? This is what I was leading to. You don't need money for MMD videos, Anastasia. You're just exploiting your audience of children so you can continue using the money to make more illegal merch, which you can't do because it violates the fan content policy of Joey Drew Studios. Trust me, I made sure to look. She also has a kink for torturing her girlfriend in these videos, which is concerning, but that's not what this video is about. Luckily, YouTube decided to demonetize her, thank the gods, so she's not making money off of YouTube anymore, so that's a plus to this whole situation. If you're one of Anastasia's fans, I hope you open your eyes and realize who you're supporting. And I don't want to hear, even though she's doing bad things, I still like her. Sure, she's a great animator, but she's using her skills for the wrong reasons. And Anastasia, for once, please listen to us. You may not care, but you will care when you get arrested for breaking the law, and I'm sure you don't want that to happen. You may seem confident enough to not get caught, but that might change. Sure, you could delete my channel, but I won't stop. If no more Nastia kept going after her channel got terminated, why should I stop? And to everyone else, when you see one of her videos, please report them immediately because they also violate YouTube guidelines. You don't even have to be a part of the MMD community to know what she's doing is wrong. Please spread the word about this. You don't even need to know about MMD. You just need to know there is a minor creating porn on the internet and she could get into serious trouble if she doesn't stop. Those of us trying to stop her are doing whatever we can, but it's difficult because she lives in Russia and most of us live in America. I won't link to any of our outlets because Anastasia is probably watching this video, and if she finds them, she'll do whatever she can to get rid of them. If you think I'm hating on Anastasia, I'm not. In fact, I have no personal grudge against her, but what she's doing is unacceptable and she needs to realize that. The more of us against her means the more power we have over her. Those in the MMD community, warn your fellow MMDers, and those who aren't, spread the word anyway. Good luck, guys.